Welcome in another session on rural marketing. I'm Kumar Abhishek, and in this session, we will talk about the three P's which are very specific to the service sector. We have seen four P's which were more specific for the product based market. But in case of service based market, there are three more P's addition to what the four P's we discussed earlier. As the service market is having inseparability, intangibility, heterogeneity, and perishability, which make this market even more challenging as compared to the product market. So, the first P, or we may say the fifth P, which is coming into this 7P concept, is the people. Let's take an example. If I'm going to a normal nearby a barber shop, then who is the person who is cutting my hair? How much experience he is having? What kind of service he is providing? Where he is able to understand my idea of what kind of hairstyle I want? Whether how well he is doing it, how smooth he is cutting my hair. And also the security feature, safety feature, that how equipped he is to understand my needs, my safety, and my satisfaction. So that shows how expertise he is. So in the same way, if we bring out some other examples, suppose if I'm going to some nearby restaurant, that how the chef or the person who is making the food is capable of understanding my taste. If we go to some good 7-star, 5-star restaurant, even there, these things are applicable anywhere the service is there. Coming to the second point, that is process, or we may say the sixth P. So the process is something which emphasizes on how streamlined the entire process is. If you remember, barber who is cutting the hair, the barber is he's going to shave, doing bleach or a haircut or different kind of activities. So how quickly he can shift from suppose the first customer came for a haircut, the second one is coming from shaving, the third one is coming from something else, then how quickly he can streamline the entire process. If suppose the customer is coming, I'm taking a normal example which we definitely see. We go to a barber and we see that there is a queue, then ask them that how much time will it take? It tells like it will take 10 more minutes. So he can estimate that, okay, I'll finish that work in 5 minutes, 7 minutes or 10 minutes. So he's managing all those things. He's understanding the process. He can minimize the gap between the process. Let's take an example of a street food vendor. If suppose he's cooking for different kind of food product, then suppose he's switching from one food product to another, then how much time it is taking? And if suppose he wants to, he's coming to conducting this activity for a long time, then how consistent his entire process is. How if every day if I'm going to him, if suppose how frequently I'm going to that barber shop, then every time how much time that haircut is taking? Is it taking the same 10 to 15 minutes or taking more than that? So that's how the barber has streamlined the process, reducing the unnecessary wastage of time. He has optimized the entire process in a way that whatever resources he is having, he may optimally use those resources. It also brings some kind of trust in that barber. Okay, he will take 10 minutes. If suppose the next time if I'm going there, he's taking 15 minutes or half an hour, then I will be I will feel more confused at what kind of process he is having. If suppose I am having a tight schedule, I know that if I go to that barber shop, he will take maximum 15 minutes for a haircut. So I have that kind of trust in him, which shows that the process which he is using is very much streamlined. How it is helping the big business houses such as the food joints and all, they have streamlined their process in a way that even if you go to anywhere in Domino's in India, in any restaurant, they will serve you pizza in 30 minutes. Even if you are doing it home delivery, they will deliver food in 30 minutes. That's how the optimization has been done. Then comes the last P. We discussed the 6P earlier. Now comes the physical evidence, the 7th P of 7 Ps. Here we look into the more ambience, more our experience, and how the things have been done. Suppose if I'm going to the same barber shop, then what kind of experience he is providing? He's having some kind of comfort there. He's having a proper position to sit. He's having some kind of recreational activities or newspaper or magazines there, where the people who are waiting in a queue can spend their time or do some their own activities like reading newspaper or watching TV. So all these things really help us in promoting our services, improving our prospect in getting those customers. If suppose at the same time if a barber shop is nearby or a food vendor who is serving like 100 meters away from me, then how will I differentiate? If I streamline my process, if I have a better these 3 P's such as people, physical evidence, and also the process, then I'll have a better opportunity. I have a better clientele than him because I have standardized my process. I have optimized my process. As a person, I have a better experience. I have a better hand-on, I know how to do things, and also the ambience which I'm providing to them will definitely improve my performance. So the 7 P's are one of the market mix, but how we are going to apply it or what benefits we are getting after using it, it will help us in formation of marketing strategy, that how I should project my product in a better way than the competitors. I'll try to figure out and project my USPs. It will help us in meeting the customer's expectation. If I have a barber shop where I have 2 kind of customers, one is who is having lesser time and another who is have some time. Suppose if we have been to some nearby that supermarket, there are counters, billing counters. One billing counter is something which is having a product less than 5. That shows that even if I am buying 3-4 products, I will have a different queue. Whereas those who are buying a bulk or having too many things for billing, they will have a different queue. So they have provided different kind of platforms where the different kind of customers can go. Even if I have bought a single thing, I do not have to wait for hours to get the billing done. So that's how that they are meeting the customer's expectation. If I'm going to the shop, I have that feeling that within 5 minutes I'll buy and bill and I move out. The same thing with the vendor. If I'm going and ordering some food products in the street vendor, I'll expect that the product will be ready in another 5 minutes. I'll eat in 5 minutes and move out. So what is my expectations, whether that food is hygienic or the tasty, all those elements are a part of customer's expectation. They also expect the product, the service to be very much similar to what they experienced earlier. If you remember the previous session where we talked about that intangible and tangible product. So standardizing service is a tough part, but at least we may standardize the process so that the product will have similar kind of experience as compared to the last one. Then comes the third point, that is better competition. If I'm providing better 7P mechanisms such as product, place, pricing, promotion, people, physical evidence, and the process. So it helps us in providing a better service to customer, and of course a better service to customer means better business. Better business means I am competing with my competitors. Then comes the fourth one, that is resource optimization. If I have streamlined my process, I have optimized the entire process, then I can manage a better resource. I will see where the resource is better needed, which is more profit generating activity. I'll put more resource to it. I will see what are the bottlenecks, and I'll put more resource than that. I won't let the resource get wasted. If you have seen even the small food vendors, you will definitely see that they have optimized their process in a way that need not have to work much. Especially the fast food junctions. We have seen that how optimized they have made the timing, that they will serve food in very less time. That's how the fast food culture is coming up, because people are going using those food joints because they do not have much of time. So how they have optimized the entire food making, food processing procedure. And comes the last point. If we have optimized our resource, then of course the resource will be more profit generating, more result generating, which cost less wastage and more cost efficiency. There will be cost reduction if we have that kind of thing. And if we have a less input cost, we may definitely play in the promotion and the pricing as strategy. So I request our participants, next time whenever they go to any market, see these 7 P's. Try to identify elements of 7 P's. See how these things help that shop where you have visited to compete and have a better customer than the nearby shop. So in this session, we have covered the basics of rural marketing strategy. Then we came across the 4P concept. Then we also covered the 3 more P's, which were specific for service sector. We have seen how the tangible and intangible products are different in the previous sessions. So we have built all those concepts which were important for marketing strategy. In the next session, we will take up a few more frameworks for marketing mix. Thank you and happy learning.